one of those dreams, the sexy ones, where, talking about sexy, our tonight's word is called kef. It comes from the Arabian word kif. What that means? It means when you're in a dreamy, tranquility state of mind, like this. So that's kef. And also in Algeria, it means Indian kef. So don't forget, kef. And let me go back to bed.
From Hollywood, California, the crucible and the capital of love's crazy carnival, it's sex, God, and rock and roll. With Stuart Davis and Kandyse McClure. Tonight, Stuart goes through a preemptive life review. Kandyse shows us how to make a new Rocktail, the Roadie. Plus, we get in a newscast for short attention spans.
I'm gonna fuck this shit up.
Now, the antidote to enlightenment, Stuart Davis.
So, I hear around that you're going to Peru.
Yeah, I'm going to South America for the first time. Whole new continent for me. Don't speak a word of Spanish.
I was thinking that. Are you sure you want to go there?
I definitely want to go there.
It's very dangerous.
But I can learn fast. I'm a super fast learner, so I'm thinking I'll get the Spanish between now and then when I go there. And maybe you can throw me a bone or two and give me some...
I will. I'm your friend. I will help you.
Okay, please do.
It's very dangerous. I understand.
Just give me the essential phrases.
Okay. First of all, when you go to the airport, they will like search everybody, and you know how they search. They will search you up and down. You don't want that, do you?
No.
So what you do, when they stop you, or you're just walking around, say, "Búsquenme todo."
Búsqueme todo.
Búsquenme todo. That means that nobody can touch you, that you have power in the United States.
Okay.
That you could be even a governor. So they will not touch you.
All right. Búsqueme todo.
Búsqueme todo.
Okay.
Perfecto. Then you go through, nobody will touch you.
Okay, so I'm through the airport. What am I going to do when my fans, horde around me, when I get throngs of fans surrounding me?
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
How do you say, hey, I want my privacy, or I'm...
You say like this. Yo no soy the guy from the movie Powder.
Yo no soy that guy from the movie Powder.
Yo no soy Moby.
Yo no soy Morby.
Yo no soy Michael Stipe.
Yo no soy Michael Stipe.
Yo no soy the guy from the Midnight Oil.
Yo no soy that guy from the Midnight Oil.
Yo no soy Billy Corgan.
Yo no soy Billy Corgan.
No soy Sinead O'Connors.
No soy Sinead O'Connors.
Yo soy Stuart Davis.
Yo soy Stuart Davis.
Puedes usar mis órganos.
Puedes usar mis órganos.
Mis órganos. Donar mis órganos.
Donar mis órganos.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
You got it perfect.
I think I'm ready to go to Peru for
You're
the first
safe.
time. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, take care, you friend. I'm gonna miss you. You'll be safe now.
Okay, thank you.
Don't you worry.
I'm gonna bring you back some perico.
Ay, perico blanco.
Blanco perico.
Perfecto.
Coming up.
And now the news.
I'm Dan Rather.
And I'm Barbara Walters.
And I'm Ted Koppel.
And I'm Deborah Norville. And this is the news from Sex, God, and Rock and Roll.
Sex. Love causes cancer. Research shows people who have more than 5 oral sex partners in their lifetime are 250% more likely to get throat cancer. Bernice told her potential number 6, "I have a vaccine," he said without missing a beat. "It's administered orally, and I'm gonna give you the last dose on campus."
Baby on board. Oxycodone used in early pregnancy may increase risk of serious birth defects. What? What did he just say? Yelled Rush Limbaugh's unborn baby.
It's raining men. Sex selection in China and India is creating an imbalanced population. In places, the disparity is reaching 130 men per 100 females. I like those odds, grinned Wei Wei Wang outside the manhole disco in Beijing.
You stink good. Research indicates that taking the pill affects what odors women find attractive in a sexual partner. It's called MHC, and it helps females sniff out males that are genetically different to prevent inbreeding. Hey, you gonna trust your nose or your cousin? Protested Cletus at a family reunion.
Peru. Anal sex was common in Peru as early as 17 centuries ago. 1/3 of erotic Peruvian pottery depicted heterosexual anal intercourse. Freshman Bobby Jenkins told his ceramics professor as he put something very disturbing in the kiln.
God. Aliens. A new poll shows 86% of people worldwide believe in the existence of aliens and UFOs and that their governments have covered up information proving their existence. In a related study, 100% of governments believe people are naive morons who can be manipulated and distracted by the slightest...
God, that is so shiny. Paris Hilton. Scientists discovered a singularity this week when Paris Hilton checked into the Paris Hilton, creating a self-looping infinity. That's hot, she said as she met herself in a parallel universe.
None steals tons of zeros and ones. A Catholic nun has admitted embezzling over $850,000. So, snickered the Vatican proudly, the student has outgrown the teacher.
Kentucky thinks that's yucky. 2 men were barred from date night at Kentucky's Creation Museum when they told security guards they were a same-sex couple. It left the men no choice but to enter through the rear.
God bless America. A study shows higher rates of belief in and worship of a creator correlate with higher rates of homicide, sexually transmitted diseases, teen pregnancy, and abortion, proving Hollywood is God's country.
Rock and roll! Breaking into the biz. Norwich Arts Center is offering a crash course on breaking into the music business. The seminar teaches up-and-comers how to go big in a few simple steps. First, visualize a number. B, slide the decimal to the right 3 places. 3, put a minus sign in front of it. Now you're a major label artist.
Dylan's Dynasty. The Ministry of Culture cleared Bob Dylan to make his China debut, only after Dylan agreed to modify his classic songs, including The Times They Aren't A-Changing, Bowing in the Wind, and I am going to work on Maggie's Farm some more.
Conspiracy. Hip-hop artist Prodigy says President Obama is part of a conspiracy to rule the world and commit genocide. Prodigy, one half of the duo Mobb Deep, says Obama is part of a bloodline going back to European royalty. So if you're connecting the dots, Obama is a Muslim who was not born in the United States and became president as part of an Illuminati conspiracy to end the world and take it over.
Monkey P, monkey do. After MTV star Abram Boyes was arrested for urinating in public, he protested by urinating in his jail cell. So he moved to a new cell where he defecated in his own hand and smeared it all over the walls. He was released into the custody of the San Diego Zoo, where he will be assimilated into a family of rhesus monkeys.
I'm Dan Rather.
And I'm Barbara Walters.
And I'm Ted Koppel.
And I'm Deborah Norville. And that's the news from Sex, God and rock and roll.
Can you believe?
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either.
Bring it in.
Oh, gee, just for good luck. The Chrome Tome.
Welcome back to Rocktails, where we make fun cocktails inspired by rock and roll. Remember, you must be 21 to drink, and never drink and drive. Today, we're going to learn to make a roadie. And to make this rocktail, you will need the following: a bottle of high-end cognac, cough syrup, a caffeinated energy drink, a thermos, and a throat lozenge. To begin with, take the bottle of cognac and push it out of your reach. That's not for you. You're a roadie. That's for the band. Next, get out of their green room or you're gonna get fired. Now, you'll want to make the roadie in a thermos so your coworkers think you're drinking coffee. First, go to a dark corner backstage and pour 3 ounces of cough syrup into your thermos because, as usual, you're sick. It's been a long tour and you've contracted and transmitted every viral and bacterial infection known to science. Your groin and gut are a petri dish. This Rocktail will temporarily alleviate some of the symptoms. Next, add 10 ounces of the caffeinated energy drink because you're going to be climbing scaffolding and transporting heavy equipment. You want to stay sharp. Garnish with a throat lozenge. Now, swish it around. And say to yourself, it's probably just a bladder infection. It's probably just a bladder infection. And then, down the hatch. Now, in England, you would customarily chase the roadie with some sniffing snuff. Excuse me. This Rocktail, the roadie, will help you ride out your illness and maintain the energy to further deplete your body. It's also wonderful when complemented with bubblegum or beef jerky. That's how you make a roadie. Good luck on the rest of your tour, and I'll see you backstage. Stuart.
Nothing will be left but our beautiful laughing 'cause beauty does ugly things to selfish people. Baby, we're the sum of all we embrace. I know it. Nothing will be left but our beautiful place. I know it. Every time we kiss, it's all I can taste. I know it. Nothing will be left but our beautiful place. I know it. Our beautiful place. I know it. Our beautiful place. I know it.
They say when you die, your entire life flashes before your eyes. God's a flasher. Floating there in heaven, let's hope, God holds your hand and you relive every freaking moment. I'm not looking forward to it. I do not want to sit there with all the angels watching me re-fuck up thousands of choices. I would rather do it now in front of thousands of strangers on national television. Okay, God? What follows is a preemptive life review, so we can skip it when I croak. God? If you'll look here, you'll see my first shameful memory as of kissing a girl. It was 5th grade. Her name was Shirley, and she introduced me to my own nervous system. When Shirley put her lips against mine, the little boy in me discovered the dirty old man in me. The day she kissed me, I stopped wetting the bed and started wetting the bed. A lot of laundry's been done because of Shirley. God, not long after that first kiss, you'll see my first buzz. Think of it as a communion that went too far. It was a summer day on a baseball field, and I drank straight vodka on the bleachers and then spent the afternoon reenacting the history of Russia as I wobbled around the outfield mumbling, "Da, moi blaho drug." In fact, dear Lord, let's create an entire category called Drunk Shenanigans. If we review every stupid episode of my booze-addled youth, there's going to be a traffic jam in heaven. I mean, we don't have eternity to... We do. Even so, let's just make a folder that includes all the times I got drunk and peed on my friend's furniture, or peed on my friends, or puked and crapped my pants at the same time, or stole a car, crashed a car, burned down an ice house, called my mom drunk and said I was moving to New Zealand. File it all under booze and let's move on. Our Heavenly Father, before we review this next part, I just want to point out that what is the right amount of something is subjective, especially if it's non-porn. If you want to fast forward through these next parts, I understand, it's your call. I've seen it all before. I don't need to see it again. I mean, I want to, but I don't need to. I masturbated to non-porn because I was trying to integrate two things I love, masturbating and non-porn. It's not like I actually had sex with nuns, although it probably looked like that from heaven because of all the time you saw me having sex with nuns. Those were costumes. Also, God, when I was a boy, I used my compound bow to shoot rats with flaming arrows. But you killed Uncle Ray with a lightning bolt, so I think we know where I got that idea. Lord, there was a period of a few years where I didn't pay taxes because the Christians kept saying the world was going to end. Why pay taxes when the world is ending? But the IRS kept saving the world. No offense, all-powerful deity, but it seems kind of redundant to me. Ending the world, I mean, we all die anyway, remember? You filled the world with mortal beings. An apocalypse is literally overkill. Don't you have something to do? Like stop killing people who are going to die? As we review my life, oh supreme big guy in the sky, you may be pissed because I left Christianity and became a Buddhist. Well, Christian people were driving me crazy, so I converted, only to discover that every Buddhist was also a person. Ha ha! I get it now. As we review my life, God of perpetual perpetuity, we notice my sense of fashion was not always spot on. Yes, I'm talking about the time I once wore skirts. That's not the bad part. I didn't wear underwear. That's not the bad part. There was a hole in my skirt. See for yourself. My penis had been winking out at the world through that hole for weeks before someone, my hockey coach, pointed it out to me. Also, heavenly holiness. I used to tell girls that sin was a cultural construct, not something intrinsically real, so that I could get really intrinsic with them. But godly God, is it so bad to be beyond good or evil? It's like what I think Rumi meant to say. Out beyond right and wrong, there's a field. You can't get pregnant there. Okay, God. I sinned. I've been a naughty heathen. Sex, drugs, rock and roll. But my sins weren't even original. How about we review your life, exalted Creator? What's more twisted, people who make war or what makes those people? I'm a pervert? You made me. So what does that make you? People are afraid to say this to your faceless, but you micromanage everything. The songs, the station, and all of creation. 14 billion years into this gig and you still review every moment of every life? Control freak. It's beneath you. But since you made me in your image, I forgive you. Now, forgive me for all I've done so I can do it again in my next life.
You could kill Euclid with all of these angles, shaped by apes, raped by angels.
You know what's fun? Parties. You know what's fun? Weddings, festivals, concerts. But you know what's not fun? Worrying about whether or not you have the right insurance. DirectEventInsurance.com covers all of those things and many, many more. They also support Sex, God, Rock and Roll, making them probably the sexiest, coolest insurance company out there anywhere in the world today. Go to DirectEventInsurance.com to get coverage for any of your parties, weddings, festivals, or any other kind of event. DirectEventInsurance.com. Hey, Rock.
Looking in the mirror, staring at the stranger.